So today I'd like to talk to you about Lloyds Banking Group. So, way back in June 2015, Lloyds Banking Group were served with the biggest FCA fine for PPI abuses, a nice £117 million, and that was reduced for early settlement. Unfortunately, during the context of the FCA final response, it identified one issue which Lloyds Banking Group have then used, we believe, to unfairly deal with PPI claims since then. Now, the one important thing the FCA said within their final judgment was that Lloyds Banking Group had effectively lied about sales processes that didn't exist. And what they said is if they'd actually only spoken to their customers, they would have found out that that was the case. Now, at that time, our belief is that Lloyds Banking Group were knocking back something like 50% of all claims. So from that point, Lloyds Banking Group then went on this a very aggressive policy of calling, by their own admission, up to 90% of customers who submit a PPI claim. A very, very aggressive procedure, and as we have pointed out to Lloyds Banking Group, they have very little records of anything about the process of how the PPI was sold, certainly if you go back over a number of years. Since September 2015, as a CMC, we have advised Lloyds Banking Group, and when we do every single claim, that the customer does not want to contact by phone. This is perfectly permissible. Just to remind you, the rule that covers this is the FCA Dispute Appendix Rule, and it's Dispute Appendix Rule 3.2.3g. Now, that rule means that lenders can make, in inverted commas, a contact. Doesn't say anywhere that this contact can only be by telephone. However, this is the way that Lloyds Banking Group have chosen to interpret that rule. Now, this is very interesting. At the moment, we're hoping to have a meeting with the ICO, although we've reported this way back in 2015 and have continued to do so since then. We've also written rather stiffly to Lloyds Banking Group, because if you, in the context of your claim, say that I do not want a phone call, to then go ahead and do so obviously breaks the law. For you to say I don't want a call effectively serves a Section 10 notice under the Data Protection Act on, in this case, Lloyds Banking Group. If they then proceed to phone you, it actually breaches Principles 1 and Principles 6 of the Data Protection Act, but also, would you believe, the Human Rights Act of 1998. So very serious stuff indeed. As I say, we've written to Lloyds Banking Group very formally on this over the last few days. We've raised in the press, national press, a number of times. We've now actually also raised it even at a higher level with the FCA, provided them with more evidence. I think this is going to be very interesting indeed, and if this doesn't land Lloyds Banking Group with a very significant fine, I think all the team at Beat the Banks will be very, very surprised. If you'd like any more about this, any more information, it's 01382 200 474 or free phone 0800 193 1234.